Hey everyone, how you doing? It's been a really long time since I made a video because I really haven't been doing anything to the RT. But a little while ago, I got this cowl hood and I decided I'd go ahead and test fit it, see how it lines up. And to do that, I had to take my cold air intake off, which I've been meaning to do this for a little while, which gave me access to the computer on the side there. Now, Dakota's, I don't think it's a real big problem, but when you get the no bus fail or something like that, it's because something inside the computer burned out because they run really hot. And you can actually see here, this is an early computer, and you can see how thick it is. Not very thick. But then later on, the late model computers, they added more space inside to give it more room to cool. You can see how thick that is. So I don't know if this will help, but what I did is the bracket that it mounts to has big oval shape in it. Plenty of room to mount a little auxiliary fan that I got off Amazon. It's 80 millimeters by 20 millimeters. And on the back though, there is a raised ridge here. And I just went in with my Dremel and cut off the raised ridge so the fan would sit flat. So now when I bolt the computer in, you can see there will be a fan blowing on the back of it. Don't know if it'll cool down much, but this engine compartment gets really hot, even though it's shorty headers, which you wouldn't think they'd get super hot, but they do get really hot. So I went ahead and got that 12-volt fan. I ran a wire through here. You could have spliced into one of these engine harness wires. I just didn't want to. Ran it down through here and inside to the cap, to the fuse box. And what I did is I got one of the little, where you pull the fuse out and then you can push in the holder that's got the extra wire on it. Then you put the two fuses in. And for now, I just plugged it into the cigarette lighter because that comes on with the ignition. It won't work with the ignition off. So whenever I start the truck, the fan will automatically come on. And we'll see how that works out. But in the process, you can see I'm fitting this cowl hood. I want to make sure, before I spend the money to have it paint matched, I want to make sure that it lines up really good, because I don't want to waste my money if it doesn't line up. The gaps in the seams. Some of these, the early ones, were made by a person, and he was meticulous on the molds and making sure they were good. Then when they sold the molds to a big company, they just started kicking out these hoods, and I read online that the mass-produced ones, they didn't line up good or anything like that. So we're just taking our time. So far, this one is freaking lining up really nice. So I'm just waiting to get a air filter, because my part of the shaker hood right there didn't come with the air cleaner base or the air cleaner. So we went ahead and ordered a 14-inch air cleaner, 3 inches, 2.5 or 3 inches tall, I don't remember, with a three-quarter rise. And we'll get that in there, and then we'll get that all mocked up, and if it fits good, it's gonna go off to paint. And we'll see how that turns out. You can see the old hood sitting over there under the blankets so it doesn't get scratched. So anyways, that's just a quick update on doing a quick and easy fan. Like I said, I've never had one burn out, but I've read online that a few of them had burned out. So I figured, what the heck, it's an hour's worth of work. Wasn't too hard. Well, hopefully next video you will see the shaker hood installed.